Hey guys, welcome back to Dropping Jewels Tuesday with Krystle Metellus. Thanks so much for tuning back in. If you don't already know, this is a channel where I like to drop jewels of inspiration for transformation. So today I want to focus on the perks of being VIP. Many of us are essential workers for the kingdom of God, and we are so needed in today's time, but we don't always realize what we have backing us. When you are VIP, there are perks afforded to you that you must learn to utilize for your benefit. Believe it or not, there are preparations being made on your behalf even now as I speak. There is precautions being taken for your well-being. There are provisions being made so you can avoid pitfalls along the way. Because of who you are, because you are VIP, a very important person in the kingdom of God, there are certain things that the world is subject to that won't come nigh you, that won't come nigh your spouse, that won't come nigh your children, that won't come nigh your sisters and brothers. Because of who you are, because you have that VIP status, that is what governs you. Weapons will be formed, but they will not prosper. Enemies will be made your footstool. The death angel will be ordered to pass you by. Wealth is being stored up. Treasure is being stored up. Steps are being ordered. God is like, listen, I know what I'm supposed to do. I got you. I got you covered. I just need you to recognize that you are very valuable in the kingdom of God. I need you to start to recognize that and learn who you are in the kingdom. Because so many of us, we have become content with living this average lifestyle when God is saying, no, daughter. No, son. I've called you VIP. Recognize your value. I was reading in the book of Matthew this week, chapter 10, verse 29 through 31. And it said, are not two sparrows both sold for a penny? Yet neither of them will fall to the ground outside of the Father's will. As for you, the very hairs on your head are all numbered. Fear not, you are worth more than many sparrows. So God is saying, I got you covered. You have a benefit package. You don't have anything to worry about. I've already foreseen your future. I just need for you to recognize your value in the kingdom. And it's so interesting because when I was thinking about this and I was thinking about how nothing will happen to us that's not permissible by God, right? So we should find comfort in the fact that we are sons and daughters of the Most High God and that He got us covered. And what was interesting to me was, even in today's time with all that's going on with this global pandemic, right? I found it quite interesting that the one thing that this coronavirus does is it attacks your immune system, right? That is the threat of the coronavirus. It attacks your immune system to the point of death, okay? So a few months back, before this whole pandemic played out, before we even start talking about this coronavirus, God had me in my own kitchen making immune boost shots, right? And I was mixing them up every day, storing them in the refrigerator, making my family take them, making my husband and my children take these shots every day. Now, God never told me why He had me doing this. And I never even questioned. I was just obedient to what He was telling me to do, and I did it. And I had us drinking these immune boosters every single day. Only 4 months later, for this global pandemic to happen about a virus that attacks your immune system. Now, am I saying that we are invincible? No, but what I'm saying is we're prepared. What I'm saying is God had us covered. What I'm saying is our immune system is built up. What I'm saying is we can't be taken out without a fight. What I'm saying is we're ready for war. What I'm saying is we're prepared for battle, all because the Father thought enough of me. He thought enough of my family to make provisions for us for what was to come later. Now, had I been disobedient and not hearkened to the voice of the Lord in that hour because I didn't see the big picture, because I didn't have all the details, where would I be today? I would be in fear, and I would be operating in anxiety like the rest of the world is doing. And not to take anything from anybody, because this is a very crucial time that we're living in, but it's a different attitude that you take on when you have been prepared. Not only that, right after the global pandemic hit, what did they do? They started social distancing us. And listen, you don't have to take my word for it. You can go back in my timeline and you will see months ago where it was a gap in my timeline, where you see I don't post anything, or I don't comment on anything, or you won't hear anything from me. Why? Because God already had me social distancing before the government called for social distancing. So once this pandemic hit and the government called for social distancing, it wasn't an issue for me, because this had already become a lifestyle for me, because God had already been setting this thing in motion for me to make it not difficult when the time hit. So we have to learn to start trusting the voice of God. And you have to learn that when you are VIP, there are perks afforded to you, but you have to learn to utilize it for your benefit. Not all perks is going to say, hey, I'm a perk, use me. No, sometimes you have to read the fine print. Listen, God's lookout for us is contingent upon our obedience and our faith to Him. Stop breaking protocol. Many of us are mad because our lifestyles are not resembling God's glory. And He's like, it's because you keep breaking protocol. I got you covered. I have already ordered your step. I have this thing mapped out. I know the end from the beginning. But along the way, if you break protocol, you change the way this thing is really supposed to line up and go. So stop breaking protocol. He's saying right now, you're finding yourself lost. Why? Because you broke protocol. You're finding yourself caught up in the wrong things. Why? Because you broke protocol. You find yourself in the dark often, or you find yourself in these places of lack. Why? Because you broke protocol. You find yourself in these vulnerable positions and you're taking hit after hit from life. Why? Because you broke protocol. You find yourself married to the wrong spouse and you're like, well, why, God? Why did this happen to me? And He's like, that's because you chose popularity over solidarity. Stop breaking protocol. You find yourself being strung out and you're like, why, God? Why did this happen to me? And He's like, because you chose a temporary sensation over a permanent liberation, which only comes from me. Stop breaking protocol. Listen, I want y'all to understand that there are rights that comes with your VIP status. There is authority that comes with your VIP status. There are perks afforded to you with your VIP status. VIP is not just a very important person, but VIP is also a valuable, imperative partner in the kingdom of God. You are VIP, a valuable, imperative partner in the kingdom of God. Start utilizing your perks. Guys, if this video blessed you at all, do me a favor, like, comment, share the word, and also subscribe to the channel so you can be notified anytime I drop a new video. Also, if you don't mind, put one of those little jewel emoji icons in the comment section below, because that's what lets me know that I have deposited a jewel into your spirit on today. I love you all to life. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Stand up, take my people.